With the shifting focus towards wearable tech, Apple has had AR glasses in the rumors page for a long time, but we may just get to see a little bit more. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Pixel Tech. Today's date of recording is the 20th of May, and before we start, it would be greatly appreciated if you could please subscribe. And without further ado, let's dive into everything we know about Apple's upcoming AR glasses. Let us start with the name. These AR glasses are simply going to be called Apple Glass. Now, this further shifts Apple away from the naming scheme of I followed by something. In my opinion, it just sounds cleaner and smoother to name a product this way. For instance, I really like the fact that they call it Apple Watch and not iWatch. It just sounds better. Plus, I wouldn't be surprised if they even shifted iPhone over to the same naming scheme of Apple followed by the actual product name, so Apple phone instead of iPhone. I just think it would be a lot smoother and would round out the entire product line a lot better than the current i situation does. However, yes, this would still take a long time before Apple actually did anything like this, because iPhone has great recognition behind it and it really does power the brand at the moment. Anyway, that's a bit off topic. Let's talk about what Apple Glass may look like. Now, there are many concepts on the internet for what this device may look like, but I think if we put our heads together and really thought about it, we could probably find one that best matched an Apple description of the glasses. Firstly, Apple would want a clean design, so no stupid Google Glass type design with the prisms and all of that. It's going to be a lot cleaner. It's not going to have things sticking out of it randomly. And they would also want it to be premium as well, so we're probably going to be looking at some sort of lightweight aluminium, not some sort of plastic like AirPods. Now, since this product is very new, I doubt they will have multiple color options at launch, so we're probably just going to be looking at a standard silver for now with more colors down the line. Now, the battery and other tech are probably going to be stored inside the stem part of the glasses, so we can expect that to be a lot thicker. They're also highly unlikely to have any form of tinted lenses due to projection issues for the information that's obviously got to be displayed. So for now, they're just going to be clear see-through glasses. You're not going to get any form of Apple sunglass. Apparently, there's going to be no camera, so we're going to have to filter that on. I'll touch more on that later. But for now, when we try to search for something that incorporates everything I just listed, I was actually wrong. I couldn't find anything on the internet. I scrolled through Google Images for quite a bit. Couldn't find anything that quite matched my thought of what it would look like. Obviously, everybody's a bit different, but I think based on the description I just gave you, you could probably picture almost what I'm picturing. Right? Now, all the processing for all the data and information that shall be displayed onto the glasses itself shall be done through your iPhone, very similarly to the first Apple Watch. So do expect to carry your phone around with you everywhere you go. That is, if you actually want the glasses to work. Otherwise, I suppose you could leave your phone at home if you just want to flex or something. I mean, it's up to you. Now, as I said, the Apple Glass will not have a camera, and this is primarily down to privacy issues and stuff like that, which I suppose it's kind of logical, but it will be interesting to see how they pull off many tricks without the spectacle of a camera. Okay, so how can they be augmented reality or AR glasses without the camera, you may be asking? Well, the answer is quite simple for us, but quite complicated for Apple. Apple Glass will come equipped with LiDAR. Yes, the same LiDAR sensors, or very similar to the LiDAR sensors currently found in Apple's iPad Pros and Apple's upcoming iPhone 12 Pro. This is actually really helpful as it allows Apple to further develop the tech through the use of the iPhone and iPads and all the data they collect from that, and then send it over to the Apple Glass team to make that tech even better. Now, for those of you who don't know what LiDAR stands for, it stands for light detection and ranging. Now, basically what it all boils down to is it allows it to see your surroundings in 3D a lot better than any camera setup would allow you to do so, meaning it's going to be even more useful for augmented reality in terms of being able to display information in certain places more accurately, but you should still lose out on some of those cool camera tricks, which I'm sure many of you have thought about in your head at least, such as being able to automatically translate a different language that's on a sign, or even take photos and videos if you want to be boring, but I don't think that would have worked out anyway due to the size restraints of the glasses. Just my opinion, but yes, you are going to lose out on a couple of tricks that only a real camera could pull off, but the LiDAR sensor in terms of augmented reality will be more useful. So now what should you be able to do with Apple Glass? Well, besides just seeing notifications that have already come through on your phone and potentially your watch, you could be able to amplify the displays on your phone or your watch. Let me further explain what I mean. Like, imagine I'm wearing a pair of Apple glasses and I'm looking at my phone. It would be able to project a bigger image over the display of my current phone, meaning I could watch a movie that looked like it was playing on a 15-inch screen instead of a 5.8-inch screen. You get what I mean? Now, theoretically, yes, you could also look at your Apple Watch and have an email like fly out, meaning you could see it a lot better. Some of you may be going, why don't you just read the email on the glasses? To which I say, fair point. And that's all I say. Now, when it comes to interacting with Apple glasses, you will get a touch sensitive panel on the side to move and swipe and scroll and stuff like that. However, if that's a bit too 2018 for you, you should be able to stick your hand out and use air gestures almost to control all the information. Now that is super cool, because I don't know about you, but I'm gonna feel like Tony Stark just throwing things around if technology progresses to the point where I can actually just do that. Oh, enlarge, Java, send, catch, go, you know what I mean. However, I feel like I should still mention that despite the whole air gesture concept being displayed in phones such as the Pixel 4, it should work a lot better with Apple Glass due to the LiDAR sensor. Now, when it comes to charging your Apple glasses, you should get some sort of wireless charging dock in which you can just place your glasses on there when you go to sleep, and then it just tops up. But now, how often are you going to have to charge your glasses? Well, my guess is that you're going to have to charge them every night, because Apple's going to want to put as small a battery inside this device as possible, because batteries are very heavy, and on a pair of wearable tech that you're going to be wearing and it's going to be pushing down on your ears and even your nose, you're not going to want it to be heavy. It's going to have to be as light as possible if they want the comfort to remain a relevant factor. Meaning, yes, smaller battery, you're going to have to charge it more often. Wouldn't be surprised if they claimed 18 hours, similar to the Apple Watch. The last feature that I'd like to touch upon is object recognition. More specifically, some sort of scanning, as Apple is allegedly working on a proprietary QR code type system where you can look at something and then obviously it scans it and then you can get information. This will be really cool if you're like shopping and then you pick up a product and then it just obviously gives you like a full Amazon product details page rundown on it, allowing you to further understand a product before you purchase it. Lastly, let's talk about price and release date. Surprisingly, these glasses are only going to start at $499 US, which is a lot lower than what we thought. We were thinking over 1,000 just a few months ago, but this is good news. Obviously, if you have any prescription, you're going to have to pay for that on top of the $500 price tag, but that's only if you need it. Now, this just goes to show how long Apple's been working on this product and waiting for it to be ready, because if they tried to introduce this even just a year ago, the price would have been much higher, well over $1,000 US, and many of the technical things that we enjoy, such as LiDAR, and that may not have even been ready for the product to support. Once again, this just really shows how Apple takes their time and care with the product, making sure it's ready before they launch it. Google Glass. Now, this product isn't entirely ready for us to enjoy now. Apple is planning to release it in front of a large press group. Obviously, given the current circumstances, this isn't going to be an option. They are planning to announce it either in October at the end of this year, which will also see the announcement of the iPhone 12 line, or they could announce it in March next year, towards the beginning of the year. However, when it comes to when we'll actually see the product, we'll see it on either Q4 of 2021 or Q1 of 2022, which is actually not that far away. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please do let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think we are over fantasizing the possibilities that the Apple Glass could come with? Or do you think we could see some of these many cool futuristic features soon? Also, please do subscribe if you like watching tech content kind of like this. It would mean a whole lot. Lastly, have a nice day, and this is Pixel Tech signing out.